yards rushing. All right, there's one over to add. There he is. Hall of Famer Jim Kelly. Nice streak, bro. And so they honor the old quarterback, and here's the new hero in Buffalo. Drew Bledsoe beginning his career as a Buffalo Bill as they play the New York Football Jets. And watch this on reverse appeal is Price. Drew is going to get right into it. Wham! To Jason Ferguson, Tom, and pretty impressive.
Well, Drew is big, strong, and tough, and wants to get into the action there. He lines up Jason Ferguson, but let's remember, he's a defensive lineman. He's going to get a lot more opportunities to hit you than you him.
Well, Drew doesn't care. 3-0 Bill second quarter. Travis Henry running hard all day. Touchdown, 10-0 Buffalo. Bills really controlling the ball for almost the entire first half, except all those Bills special teams. Chad Morton makes the move. At the 45, sheds another, and just outruns everyone else. 98-yard Chad Morton from the USA. Touchdown, and the Jets trail 10-7 only because of Morton's heroics. But he was just warming up. 25 seconds ago in the half-inning Testaverde. Curtis, my favorite, Mott. Look out, boom! Keith Newman lowers the boom, sets up a field goal, but Curtis leaves. The good news, X-rays negative on his left ankle, but he did not return. So, 2017 Jets third quarter, Lamont Jordan is back up. Fumble! Bills ball. Buffalo moves down inside the 5. Second and goal. Travis Henry. 3 touchdowns for him, 31 for 149. Buffalo with a packed 73,000 in the house, leading 24-20. Then Bledsoe nailed, stays on his feet to the rookie Josh Reed. He is strong, and he is willful, and he is excited. What a play by Drew. So fourth quarter at 24-23, Bills by 1. Bledsoe hanging in. Derek Moles hits 52 yards.
And I think you look at Drew Bledsoe, this is him at his best, boom. When he's hanging in the pocket, waiting for his receivers to come open. He takes a lot of shots, but again, he's a guy who wants to do anything to get his team to be successful offensively.
5 minutes ago, down by 1, Vinny Testaverde picked up by Pearson Purlieu. But, oh my goodness, Eddie Robinson was a great coach, but Tommy was...
Well, right there, he clearly grabbed Anthony Beck. The official could not call it. Ball stays with the New York Jets.
And so instead of the pick, the Jets keep the ball, and they get the lead. It's Testaverde to Wayne Crevette. They go for 2, make it 31-24 Jets. Now this time it's the Jets special team. Their only miscue of the day, Damian Robinson drills the punter Brian Moorman, roughing the kicker, gives the ball back to the Bills down 7. 4th and 3. 2 minutes to go. Bledsoe pumping. Finds Peerless Price, 15 yards, first down. 34 seconds left. 4th and 9. Last gasp, Bills again. Bledsoe, touchdown, Derek Moles. Drew throwing for 271 on 26 of 39. 31-0, we go to overtime. The Jets win the toss. They will elect to receive it. Oh, those Bills special teams. Morton, it's already happened once. It can't happen again, can it? Look at the moves. He's at the 40. No way Hollis is going to get him. Sean Bryson tries. He could go all the way to an opening day win. Touchdown for Herman Edwards. Undefeated preseason. 1-0 start this season. What a job by Chad Morton. Only the 5th in NFL history to have 2 touchdown returns on kicks in the same game. Timmy Brown, old Philly Eagles. Travis Williams, Packers. Ron Brown, 85 Rams. Tyrone Hughes a few years ago, Saints. And he's also only the 2nd. Remember Dave Williams in overtime on Thanksgiving 1980 for Bears against the Lions to win it in overtime. Buffalo played gamely. My God, they controlled the action.
Yeah, and I think Travis Henry gives them a reason to be excited offensively. But I think when you look at their special teams, certainly that has been an Achilles heel for them, going all the way back to the Music City Miracle. In fact, when I commented to Chris, I said, boy, you know, how many different special teams coaches have they had in the last 3 years? He goes, if this continues, we're going to have to add one. Wow. So I think you look at the Jets, they know how to win, and the Bills absolutely have to get their special team situation straightened out.
You know, Buffalo has a rough early start.
Yes, they do.
5 rough early games. They could play this well and not fared too well in autumn. Meanwhile, while they're looking for their first win, including preseason, the Jets are now 5-0. Could they go 23-0? I'm just asking. At the Jets, their season really headed north when they won at the Meadowlands last year after being down 13-0 at the half. Tom Brady to Troy Brown and
Band of renown.
14 yards. Tom Brady to Troy Brown, who makes a wonderful play to the 5, to the wow, he's almost in. It's a fumble. So the Jets figure it's raining hard. We got a break. We're in business. Not so. Brady, Baker burst to Branch, to David Pat. 39 yards, Tom, a little trickery.
Well, watch the reverse here, and watch what it does to the safeties in the deepest part of the field. You see Sam Garnes right there starting to move on the football. And the thing about this play, Patton doesn't continue to the middle of the field. He kind of seams the route right there between hash mark and numbers, gives the quarterback a place to throw the football.
Defensive coordinator Teddy Cottrell not pleased. He'd be less pleased when Cam Cleveland, one of 3 tight ends that the Patriots have who are weapons, catches Brady's pass. They lead 10-0 at the half. And he says, oh, lucky to Bucky Jones with the hat trick from he makes the hit, the sack, the fumble recovery, and the touchdown. This is the longest running play of the day for the Jets. Bad news for them, it's the punter. Matt Turk, 14 yards, outrushed Curtis Martin and everyone else. He hit the field, and New England's playing defense. One bright spot, these moves by Santana Moss. It's a 40-yard gain, 4 minutes left in the third. But at 4 minutes left in the third, it's the first wideout reception of the day. Victor Green was a Jet. He's now a Pat, and he could go all the way. He probably picked Vinny off in practice the last 2 years. 90 yards, 27-0 Patriots. Brady to the second-round pick, Deion Branch from Louisville. Look at this guy go. 49 yards. Man, more weapons than the Patriots had last year, that's for sure.
And watch Branch come out of his break right there on Donnie Abraham. He freezes him to the outside, comes through, and boy, can he run.
He fooled Abraham, Martin, and John on that play. Now 44-7, Chad Morton. The hero last week, Pepper Johnson, Patriots coach, former Jet. Don't tell me he's making, they're that good.
Old linebackers, they want to make plays.
Coaches are making the tackles. New England Patriots, a 1-point underdog. Don't ask why. Went into the Meadowlands, sliced and diced the Jets 44-7. They've won 11 straight dating back to last year. Tom Brady. Do you think you finally have some respect?
I don't know, do we? I don't care. It is. And that's,
Does that drive you guys?
There's always a little chip on our shoulder. I think every time we go out, we realize we have to prove it. But, you're only as good as your last performance, And we do the stuff that our coaches teach us. And if we get respect, we want to earn the respect, And that does it by winning world championships. We earned respect last year. And if we didn't, then I guess people are just, like I said, just too ignorant to, just too stupid to realize it.
Well,
I am not.
Listen. The Patriots next week are home against Kansas City. I'm going to make the Chiefs a 6-point favorite. Did you like that? I mean, look, they've won 11 in a row dating to before Thanksgiving, Tom.
Well, they've got a lot of flexibility offensively, defensively. We both talked about the fact that when Bill Belichick brings in all those former Jets, he brings them in because they know his system. And defensively, they are the only defense right now dictating to the opposing offense. And I don't think anybody right now has got it figured out.
I'll tell you what else. Their weapons, as we showed right there, it's night and day from last year.
Right.
The speed they have, wide out with the addition of Branch, all the tight ends.
And everybody wondered about Tom Brady. Is he for real?
Please.
I think he's for real.
He wins. He wins. He gets it. He's game atrophy.
from the running game as well.
Well, speaking of balance, the New York football Jets figured they beat Miami 8 straight times. Vinny Testaverde figuring, okay, we've got this going, but balance, that would be the Miami Dolphins. Sean Wooden picks off Vinny early, and it's an apparent touchdown, but it's ruled Tom down by contact at the 26.
Yeah, and first play after the turnover, you see Noah Turner there, the offensive coordinator. They're going to set the tone with Ricky Williams right up the middle of the football field. He explodes for 16 yards and immediately puts that Jet defense back on its heels. Next play, Jay Fiedler, Randy McMichael, the rookie out of Georgia. There for a 10-yard touchdown. Boy, do they have weapons everywhere you look.
That's the young tight end. It's 10-0. Tom, and now Fiedler to Rondé Gatson. You want to watch this? Oh, man! He's done in the infield better than any Marlins played all year, that's for sure. Look at this grab. Well, Rondé Gatson. It deserves several looks. Every one of their skill players, my goodness, just excel today. Here's Zach.
And get a little defense. Zach Thomas there under the arrow, and look at him do what he does best. Run into that football, beating the running back to the perimeter. What a great day they had. Curtis Martin held a 43 yards rushing today.
My favorite Martin, only 43, then Fiedler to McMichaels. And this at 16-3 on 3rd and 6. McMichael keeps the drive going. And boy, would it pay off. It still was a game on the scoreboard, even though the Dolphins had their way with the Jets. So after that first down, now here's the next play. Ricky Williams, team's gone, game's gone. 53 yards. 24 of 151 for Ricky on the day. Dave wants that. And the Dolphins slice and dice the Jets, say goodbye to that 8-game losing streak to the Jets, say hello to 17 straight home wins in the month of September. That's over 9 years. And say hello to the first 100-yard rushing performance in 3 straight games ever by a Dolphin back. No Zonka, no Morris, no kick, but Ricky Williams does it. And oh, by the way, the defense gave up just 3, right, Zach Thomas?
It was nice, man. It's about time, get all those Jets fans off our back. Get them off our back, get the media off our back. I was hoping one of their fans would come out here and jump on Wanstead like the Kansas City game. I would have been all over them, too.
Jets, when will they return? That's a question. After, they're going to Florida again where the heat is 120. There was a big schmutz rag down on the field. And Vinny Testaverde against Jacksonville, they hurt. Bruised shoulder, he's out. Wayne Krebet, hurt, he's out. John Abraham, hurt, he's out. Joe Namath, hurt, he's out. This is the way it's gone for the New York football. Look, the knee. It's always the knee with Joe. It's 7-0 Jaguars, 4th and 1. And now the Jets hurt themselves, Tom. This is Matt Turk, punter. What? Donovan Darius picks it off. Jacksonville ball. Now, with Fred Taylor back, he can do things like this. He's a special player when we see him. How do you not wrap? Well, it's easy not to wrap him. Look at this.
Well, he almost went down at the line of scrimmage, but he shows such great balance here. Look, it gets into a little squat, comes back up, driving forward. And we always say it, when this guy is playing, this is a very good football team.
And then they give it to Stacy. 8-yard touchdown. He had 3 TDs on the day, 21-3 Jags. And then in the third, the Jaguars put it away if it wasn't put away yet. Fred Taylor, 22 yards. Here's a guy that had 142 yards rushing, Tom. And on 21 carries, a pretty darn mercurial day, had a career-high 95 yards receiving. You know, the Jaguars had a bye, 2-1, very quietly. The Jets, the last 3 weeks, have been outscored 102-13. And as we go inside the numbers, the Patriots, the Dolphins, now the Jaguars. You see the score we talked. The Jets haven't had a 3-game span this bad since they were the 62 Titans playing in the Polo Grounds. And guess who's coming next? They give up almost 600 yards rushing in 3 weeks. Priest Holmes and the Kansas City Chiefs next week.
quarterback Chad Pennington, making his first NFL start, arrived with great fanfare but received the customary greeting from the opposition. A shaky start had the Jets questioning his and their future. Fortunately, Curtis Martin answered his doubters, doubling his season's rushing total.
Curtis Martin through the line. He's at the 10. Stutter steps 5. End zone. Touchdown.
But the game's dominant performer was the NFL's leading rusher, the Chiefs' Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes splits defenders inside the 5. Touchdown, Kansas City.
The Jets urged Pennington to keep throwing, and thanks to a little luck, he soon found his rhythm. A 12-play, 89-yard drive gave the Jets a 7-point lead with 14 minutes left.
3rd and 12. Here comes the blitz as Pennington drops. Throwing deep right corner in the end zone. The pass. Caught. Santana Moss.
The highest-scoring fourth-quarter team in the league quickly struck back on a pass from Trent Green to Dante Hall.
He makes the catch at the 10-25. Cuts to his left. He will cruise into the end zone for a 60-yard touchdown.
The Jets defense, up 3 with 2:48 left, failed a game plan for the Chiefs' best weapon.
Here we go. Priest Holmes off left tackle. Gets across the 40. Has time. Throws over the middle. Priest Holmes makes the catch at the 30-yard line. Counter inside handoff. Priest Holmes. He charges up the middle inside the Jet 20 to the 19-yard line.
On the final drive, Holmes had 72 of the 78 yards, including the final 19.
He's got Holmes at the 15. Inside the 10 to the 5. He does. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Chiefs at the Jets. The Chiefs, an offensive juggernaut. The Jets, Vinny Testaverde sitting this one out in favor of Chad Pennington. His last start, the 1999 Motor City Bowl. And he liked this. Curtis, my favorite, Martin, undressing the Chiefs. Herm Edwards loves it, but what about this move by Martin?
Well, this is the first game we've really seen that quickness return to Curtis Martin, and my goodness, what a shift he makes there inside, back out to the corner of the end zone. Very encouraging for the Jets.
Now, Morton Anderson pulled his right hamstring in pregame warm-up, but naturally he still makes a 40-yard field goal. He can't kick, right, Tom? But he limps off the field. The Chiefs are down 7-6. Priest Holmes, is he the complete package following blockers, then sees the seam, sees the end zone. 9 TDs already for Priest, always doing it on a Sunday. 12 yards, 12-7 Chiefs. Pennington, Anthony Becht. And you know what? He's on the board. That's his first NFL touchdown pass. Way to go. 15-12 Jets. Trent Green, reverse to Johnny's Mutt. And Green, we've seen him do this a couple of times this year. Quarterback blocking this year. They're out there. And this leads to a Morton Anderson field goal. Pennington to Santana Moss. Oye, como va? Moss's first NFL touchdown. 22-17 Jets. Trent Green. Dante Hall. What? Block. Doesn't need it. Touchdown. 22-all. Wild game at the Meadowlands. After the 2-minute warning, down 25-22. Green to Priest. Holmes on 3rd and 2. 8 yards, first down. 3rd and 4. Green to Priest. Holmes, 12 yards, first down. Morton loosening up the hammy. Electric stim. E-stim. We don't know that from therapy. Green, draw play to Priest. Holmes, 11 yards. Will it be the field goal to tie? Or will it be Priest Holmes out of the backfield? Stiff arms James Darling. Hurdles Aaron Beasley. What a play for the winning touchdown.
Yeah, he is some kind of athlete there with the great stiff arm, but it doesn't slow him down. And then look at him. Great athleticism. Keeps his balance as he goes in. What a player.
And the Chiefs, it's just that they're in the roughest division in football. They're 3-2, but they're in last. They win 29-25, rushing 152, catching 81 combined. 233 for Priest Holmes.
Yeah, and Priest Holmes is the key. The 230-plus yards of total offense is the key for them.
23 of 30 for 245 for Pennington. A good debut, but the Jets, another loss. Haven't won since opening day. Well, the Minnesota Vikings won their game last week after bye. The New York Football Jets with one win on opening day and none since. Hoping to win after bye. Dante Culpepper can throw for a lot of yards, but not today. Mo Lewis of the Gang Green near the end zone makes the pick. 2 picks in the first half already for the Jets. Chad Pennington to Lavernius Coles. Pennington to Coles 6 times for 86 today. And wait a minute, is he autographing a ball and a jersey? And where is it? I knew this would start something. You knew it. Pennington, Santana Moss on 3rd and 3. Look at the moves. Now, Pennington and Randy Moss used to be college teammates, but this is Santana Moss. Don't those green jerseys look like Marshall? Anyway, Pennington to Lavernius Coles, 27 yards. Chad was 24 of 29 for 324. We know this guy, Curtis, my favorite, Martin. 5 yards, touchdown. Martin at 70 yards running and got a big block.
Yeah, Gerald Sowell right there with the lead block on the linebacker, Greg Beekert. That's a pretty easy way. That's one of the easier runs Curtis Martin has had this year.
It was a Soul Train block. Culpepper to Randy Moss. Here's the good news for the Vikings. 47-yard pickup. Bad news, under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter before they hooked up. And Michael Bennett running, but forgets something. Forgets the football. Mo Lewis strips. Marvin Jones recovers. First lost fumble for Bennett. 290 touches from scrimmage. I mean, you're going to lose one every 290. It just came at a bad time because 17-0. Moss stepped in front of by Damian Robinson. Culpepper picked off.
Yeah, you saw Dante. Yeah, Dante get hit right there under pressure all day.
So Mo Lewis having a big game. You can see him in his fumbles, interceptions with the hits. And the New York Jets, for the first time since opening day, have won a football game. They beat the Vikings 20-7. We gave you Pennington's numbers, his first win as a starter. Pennington to Santana Moss. Chad Pennington, New York Jets, looking for his second win as a starter. Flags at half-mast. The passing this week of Al Lerner at 69, the owner of the Browns. Pennington and the Jets, a good start. Lavernius Coles spins, 37-yard touchdown, 14-3.
Great play-action fake. Watch the 3 linebackers of the Browns. The offensive line sells it along with the backfield and the quarterback. You get the one-on-one coverage with the corner outside. Lavernius Coles, way too much speed, gets quickly to the end zone.
The Jets lead, now 21-13. Sacked by Gerard Warren. Courtney Brown picks it off in the air. They're waiting for this duo to just collapse the pocket. They did it then, Tom. And now, Tim Couch, end of 3rd quarter. Whoop! To Andre Davis, creating a play, and you talk about creation. Watch this attempt down 21-19 at 2 points. He might as well for a 2-point conversion, right? So, hey! Oh, yeah!
Play.
Dennis Northcutt around the ball, Tom, right?
Always, always.
21 all. Look, I mean, look at it. Oh, yeah, Butch can add that to the playbook, I think. Now the Browns have added a field goal, 24-21, if the Jets had the huge lead. John Hall from 44 yards. But unfortunately, ball is Oates, blocked by Courtney Brown. Nice penetration.
Yeah, and watch where Courtney blocks this kick. This is only a 44-yard kick. It comes out really low. Courtney Brown never gets across the line of scrimmage. Blocks that basically with his wrist. You have to wonder for your special teams, boy, get the kick up, give it a chance.
Yeah, you're right. It was not a 54-yarder where you have to have low trajectory. So a big comeback win for the Cleveland Browns, who equal their mark at 4-4. Couch going for 307.
Yeah, and getting very creative with the football and had to throw almost 40 times to do it.
The Jets at the Chargers, and once a year we see the best uniforms in the history of professional sports. The powder blues of the 1960s AFL San Diego Chargers Jr. looking great in them, but then the game began. And something happens when they wear these things. Chad Pennington, well, looking like, dare I say, Well, Joe never ran like that. Pennington runs it 8 yards, touchdown, 7-0 Jay.
Yeah, Curtis Martin, Donnie Edwards, spot shadow right there. You're going to see Curtis Martin go in motion. This is what Chad Pennington is looking for. Nobody in the middle. He looks, he gets back, times it perfectly, races into the end zone for a touchdown.
So here come the Jets, loosey-goosey after Herm Edwards challenged the team, challenged everyone this week, and Santana Moss, his speed apparent. He could go all the way. 52 yards, the Jets shocking the 6-1 Chargers of Marty Schottenheimer, 14-0. Second quarter, Drew Brees. He's played under control this year, but he loses the ball, 10-yard loss. Chargers struggling. Jets ball. Fellow youngster, Chad Pennington, in his fourth start. Scrambling, 14 yards. Second and goal.
Yeah, Donnie Edwards, Junior Seau, spot shadow right there. Gerald Seau, Donnie Edwards trying to take him out. Right there, he's going to fall down, lead the coverage to Seau. You can see Junior is one man short of what he needs on the outside.
21-0 Jets in a shocker. Scored 21-7, a minute left in the half after the Chargers figure they're in the game. Curtis, my favorite mark, 17 yards, and the route was on. Marty, this was a shocker as the Jets, under fire, go on and beat the Chargers badly. 44-13, Lamont Jordan ran for 107 yards for the Jets.
Yeah, Curtis Martin, a good day. Not a great day, but a good day. Chad Pennington took advantage of that, and this is not the kind of game the Chargers want to play.
Well, the Chargers now have played a game that they should have won, and they'll learn from this.
ESPN, the Jets and Dolphins. Ray Lucas starting for the Dolphins. He was 6-3 as a starter for the Jets in 1999. Lucas looking for another Syracuse grad. Rod Conrad, game tied at 10. Third quarter, fourth quarter, 7 minutes to play, tied at 10. Jets driving. Chad Pennington looking for Lavernius Coles. 44-yard gain. That would set up a Jets field goal. Under 2 minutes to play. Lucas. Sacked by Ray Mickens. Lucas 19 of 28 for 227 yards. Same drive. It's 4th and 12. And it's Lucas over the middle. And it's incomplete. Ricky Williams held to just 53 yards. Jets win it 13-10.
Jets at the Lions. Herm Edwards, asked, well, your team going to quit? I guess not. They're in Detroit where Joey Harrington and the Lions have won 3 in a row at home, despite the fact that they have not had a very stellar season. A shovel pass that. Yeah, it's Akeem, 14-yard, but he stays down in pain. Grabs his left hip, did not return because of a hip injury. That's the latest that we have, but that certainly did not look good as he goes off. Chad Pennington has looked good, Tom, as the Jets are trying to win 3 in a row.
Herm Edwards has done a great job of giving him things to make him comfortable. Lavernius Coles the first 2 times right there, both on third downs, 1 on 7, 1 on a second down, third down and 2. And then Curtis Martin for 7 yards. So the short, effective passing game, give him some confidence. This is 2nd down and 3, 8 yards to Richie Anderson. So all of these things help make Pennington very, very comfortable.
6 of 7 on the drive, and then Pennington to Santana Moss on 2nd and 9 for 7-0. 14-13 Lions in the third. Pennington to Wayne for bet. Touchdown. Jets go for 2, get it. 21-14. Then Pennington moving, and before the defender could get back in there, Anthony Beck, the tight end, it's a touchdown. And Chad Pennington, a 4-touchdown game, 21 of 26. Oh, by the way, Martin ran for 112 yards. That's kind of a nice
formula. On the 22 carries, and isn't that the formula that the Jets have used to succeed under Herm Edwards' regime?
408 yards offense for the Jets on this day.
day today. Ain't nothing else left, man. This is our season on the line.
Showtime. We on Broadway. I know we're in New Jersey, but it's still New York City.
Member of the Soprano family on hand, showing disrespect to New Jersey might have been more dangerous for Buffalo than facing one of the hottest teams in football.
Down there, I think. But they're waiting on you, too, right? They're waiting on you, waiting on Jay. Larry's the guy that's wide open.
Scored on its first 3 drives behind the power running of Curtis Martin. Martin collected 84 of his 120 yards in the first half as the Jets rolled up a 17-3 lead.
Down, running right.
Nice job, Rich.
Take 319 toss home.
They can play, LC. They can play.
LC stands for Lavernius Coles, a name that meant TD for the Jets.
Get 7 here, we're back in it now, let's go.
Travis Henry's touchdown led a second-half rally, which cut the Jets' lead to 11.
All we got to do is stay after one play after another. Keep putting together one after another, one after another. Stay on your fundamentals and keep going.
The revitalized Bills kept it going. But whatever momentum Buffalo gained died at the hands of Chad Pennington, the AFC's top-rated passer, who led a game-breaking drive early in the fourth quarter.
I got Core out there, too.
Yeah, make him run it.
Fourth down play action, rolling to his left, fakes at the 5, into the end zone, touchdown! What a run by Chad Pennington on 4th and goal. He takes it to the house all by himself, and the Jets are up by 17 again.
The feeling in here right now, because it's not giddy. It's not like we're surprised, okay? What we did is we took advantage of our opportunity. We're starting to become a good football team. We're just starting to become a good football team. Hey, man, we ain't done. We're going to get better. And that's what you got to realize, man, as a team. Us together, man, when we don't beat ourselves, hard to beat us.
In 5 days, they could be from 5-5 to 7-5. Meanwhile, the streaking team, winners of 3 in a row, the New York Football Jets. Wayne Corbett, everything fine. Talking with Chad Pennington. Drew Bledsoe. Picked off by Sam Garnes on a ball tipped in a 3-3 game late first quarter. Then 3rd and 5 Jets ensuing drive. Curtis, my favorite, 12 yards. Martin, close to becoming in the top 20 all-time rushers in the NFL. Look at this. John Hall is oatsed by Chris Watson. So, first of all, look at the play here.
Well, Chris Watson comes around the corner, and if you haven't heard us talk about Bill's special teams, there they are right there.
Special. Where is Bruce DeHaven? From San Francisco. I know where he is. Jets elect to take the points off the board. Gamble helps them. Lamont Jordan touchdown. So it's instead of 6-3, it's 10-3. Then Aaron Beasley. It's Beasley. He picks off Bledsoe. 2 picks, lost, fumble, Bledsoe. 1st and goal. Curtis Martin, 9 yards. Martin in $120 today on 21 carries. 17-3 Jet. Martin, 17 yards. And then, why don't we make it 15 more for the face mask? More flags there than the UN. 2nd and 6, Bills 11, Pennington. Rolling. Lavernius Coles, where's the defense? 24-3 the Jets. And then Pennington. Look at Santana Moss. Chris Watson having a rough day, number 21. And then Pennington. You know, Eddie Robinson was a great coach. He won, 400 games? The linebacking today, not so good. As Pennington fakes Robinson out of his cleats on the play.
Hesitation dribble. I told you, gave him the hesitation dribble and went to the hoop.
And all of a sudden, the New York Football Jets, they rolled the Bills. That win at San Diego, we thought it was an aberration at the time. It's changed the whole team. 31-13, the Jets over the Bills, who knocked them now to last place in the division. The Jets and the Patriots each at 6-5. Curtis Martin says, this is now my favorite team.
What has been the difference in these last 4 weeks is that we've learned to finish. You know, we've learned to drive the stake through the opponent's heart when we had the opportunity. We have to make the most advantage of every opportunity because we're not that good that we can allow opportunities to go by.
Well, here it is, Tom. We go inside the numbers. Jets 5-1 last 6 versus a 1-4 start. First of all, defense, you know, Abraham is playing, Coward's playing off the ball. I mean, you look at the numbers, and it's night and day on defense, among other things, with Pennington running the show on offense.
Yeah, I think you also force the turnovers, and you run the football with Curtis Martin. This is a proven formula for Herm Edwards and his football team. We do things correctly. We give ourselves a chance to win.
What were the numbers you had this morning? What, plus 12 when they won?
Yeah, plus 11 on the 5 wins, minus 11 in the 5 losses.
Well, today, they turned the ball over not at all. The Bills turned it over 3 times. Plus 15 on the 6th win.
Becoming the third receiver in NFL history with 1,000. Second quarter, 3-0 Raiders. Brown already with a catch. Rich Gannon, Brown, beautiful connection for 20 yards on the play. Little shake to shimmy. Brown 2 catches shy of 1,000. That led to a field goal. Second quarter, 6-0 Raiders. Chad Pennington, Santana Moss wide open. I hate when that happens. Pennington overthrows him, so 4th down. Jets from 34 yards out. Rod Woodson, old but tasty, and Schwartz, he blocks the field goal. Jets struggling, ball spinning, everything going the Raiders' way. All right, we go back to Brown. Gannon, Brown, again the hookup. Brown, 1 shy of 1,000, but the Raiders' drive would stall. Late in the second, still 6-0. Jets at the Raiders 6. Chad Pennington, great play action fake. Joe Soa wide open, easy money, his only catch. Why was he so open? Watch the Raiders linebackers, just sold on the play action fake. Where's the ball, dog? Where's the ball? Ha-ha. Pennington, perfect fake. Soul wide open. Jets, 10 points in the final 2 minutes of the half. They take a 10-6 lead at the break. Third quarter, we go back to Tim Brown. Gannon takes his time, hits Brown, and he becomes the 3rd receiver in NFL history with 1,000 catches. They stopped the game. Brown had no idea that his mother was in town. 36-year-old, caught up in an emotional moment, gets the hug from Jerry Rice. The 15-year vet also gets love from, there's Mama right there, and the rest of his family. Brown then gets the love from the Oakland crowd, and then it's time to get back to football. Back to the game, very next play, and Jerry Rice. Don't forget about Jerry Rice. Gannon to Rice, it's touchdown 192 for Jerry Rice, 13-10 Raiders. Later in the third quarter, Raiders punting. Santana Moss out, Chad Morton in, ball out of his grasp. Raiders get the ball deep in Jets territory. That's a runt roll because it leads to this from 1 out. Zach Crockett, he's into the house. Raiders go up 20-10. All right, fourth quarter, Jets down 23-13 at the Raider 13. Chad Pennington, Wayne Corbett. All right, there's a game here. That makes it 23-20. Party's not over yet. Late in the fourth, 26-20. Raiders under 40 seconds. Jets ball. Pennington to Coles, 27 yards. Coles 158 yards receiving in the game. Pennington 22 of 34 for 265. After the Jets kill the clock, Pennington sacked by Rod Coleman. After another spike, one last chance, and Brad got to put some air under the ball, dog. Pennington throws it low. Rod Woodson picks it off. Brown can celebrate.
I had no idea my mom and dad were here, you know, so to see my mom has never been to a football game since I've been playing ball. So to have her out here and to have her to witnesses just makes it all worthwhile.
We just fought hard. You know, we played our hearts out, and the defense comes someplace at the end to kind of seal the victory. But it was a tough game for us.
How important was it for Tim Brown to get this record?
Well, I'll tell you what, he's an unbelievable player. And he's a guy that takes a great deal of pride in his preparation, performance. He's had a heck of a career, and to see that happen tonight on Monday night was pretty special.
Hey, how nice is Rich Gannon? He has his 9th 300-yard.
Their division, but looking up at 2 teams in first place in each of their divisions. Shannon Sharp playing. Curtis, my favorite, Martin. He's been playing some serious ball for a long time. And an 8-yard run to the goal line, and Martin becomes the 16th NFL player to rush for 10,000 yards. The way to go for a very classy and a very strong back that's starting to hit his stride. And we switch ends. Next play, touchdown, extra point block. 6-3 Jets over the Broncos. It's dark, Tom. It's dark out for the Broncos. They don't win when it's dark. Brian Greasy. Hello, Shannon. Thanks for coming back. 13 yards. Brian Greasy. Remember, Burline started the last 2 games. 7 yards. Brian Greasy. Shannon Sharp. Oh, this'll work. 9 yards. 17 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 2. Greasy to Ashley LeLay. I don't think they had weather like this in Honolulu where he played college football, but he liked it. 10-yard touchdown, 13-6 Broncos at the half. 13-9 fourth quarter. Chad Pennington. Lavernius Coles with the flags flying and a 28-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and Lavernius Coles, the nice cut inside right there. Jimmy Spencer didn't have a chance, couldn't stop his feet. Great job of Coles catching the ball and then rolling into the end zone.
Pennington, Coles, Moss, you're going to see these guys grow as a group. Greasy, Ed McCaffrey, what a catch on 3rd down, 15 yards. So now 19-13, Denver, 3 minutes to go, trying to keep it going. Greasy, picked off by Quickstraw on an overthrow. John Quickstraw McGraw with the pick.
Yeah, and you watch Greasy, this pressure right in his face there, doesn't allow him to step up. That's why the throw was inaccurate. The overthrow, you get the interception down by the goal line.
2 different feelings for teams that are 7-6, Tom. The Broncos have lost 3 in a row, and now they're 2 games out in their division. The Jets right back in the thick of the AFC East.
Yeah, Jets feeling good at 7-6. I think they have a plan. Curtis Martin now healthy. Chad Pennington playing well. And the Broncos are going to have to start assessing what they're going to do with this football team going into next year.
17 tackles for the Jets.
Bears, Herm Edwards trying to stay alive in the AFC playoff race, but Bears rookie Adrian Peterson had a couple of other ideas. Peterson bust right through the Jets line for a tough run of 8 yards. He can run it, Tom, and he can catch it.
He's the 1AA all-time rushing leader out of Georgia Southern. So this is a kid who knows how to play football. Doesn't matter what level you play. When you get the kind of yards and the kind of catches he did at Georgia Southern, you know that he can play.
That is his first career NFL touchdown, made it 10-zip Bears. Second half, Jets down 10-zip. Curtis Martin as cool as the other side of the pillow. 35 yards up the gut for Curtis. Been hitting his stride late. 21 carries, season high 127 yards. That sets up 2nd and goal. Pennington rolls out and completes it to Cribbett. Jets down only 10-7. Next Bears possession, though, 1st and goal at the 2, Tommy. Leon Johnson, who used to play for the Jets.
Yeah, up the middle of the football field, sees the scene.
Just run over everybody. Leon, career high 56 yards, less than 2 minutes left. Jets down 20-13. Chad to Richie Anderson. Chad went 23 of 33, 207. Drive continues. 2nd and 5 from the Bears 37. Pennington to Wayne Cribbett, trying to get some extra yards. Tries to hurdle the entire Bears secondary. Fumbles the ball. TJ, how did he fumble it?
Well, it's great effort, but it's a decision in terms of dropping the ball he had to make. Watch the ball come out because he has to break his fall. We would not like to see Wayne Cribbett fall on his neck. So put the ball down, break my fall, but it cost them at the end a chance to tie this football game.
Bears win the game 20-13, put the Jets at 7-7. Chandler 22 of 27, 177 yards. Adrian Peterson, you saw that his catch, his touchdown, 7 carries, 39 yards. Next week, the Jets are at New England, Chicago, at Carolina.
The AFC East is one of those divisions like a good pot of chowder. You stir it up, you're not sure what's going to come out, which is why the Sunday night game in frosty Foxborough between the Patriots and Jets was so important to perhaps determining this division and certainly perhaps determining a wild card position. Here's Stu Scott.
The Jets, whose house? Patriots are saying it's our house. First quarter, no score. Chad Pennington getting his vibe on to Lavernius Coles. 32-yard touchdown strike. Coles, 12 straight games with at least 5 catches. He's got 5 touchdown catches this year. Dan, in the ensuing kickoff, Kevin Falk, as cool as the other side of the pillow. Right through the defense. You can't let a kicker get you. They talk about it in film session. Falk's second kickoff return for a touchdown this year. His first one was also on a Sunday nighter against the Raiders. 4th player in Jets history with 2 more kickoff returns for touchdowns. Jets looking to respond. Pennington, holla. Santana Moss, touchdown. Pennington, 10 for 10, $167, 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. First Jet quarterback since Boomer Esiason in '93 to complete his first 11 passes of a game. Under 2 minutes to go, Tom Brady lets it fly. David Givens wide open, couldn't hold it. David's looking back at Tom. Tom said, oh. Third quarter, Jets lead, Patriots driving. Brady avoids the scramble. Hey, he's not a bad runner. Coming into this game, actually had 78 yards rushing. Setting up this, Brady to Christian Fourier. Fourier only 25 passes all year, 7 of them for touchdowns. Fourth quarter, Jets up, Pennington, Corbett. Y'all got to give him that. Remember, Wayne Corbett had that crucial fumble against the Bears, cost him last week. 7th touchdown catch of the year. Chad, 285 yards passing.
But now they would all watch Herm Edwards and the New York Football Jets, who, if they beat Green Bay, and boy, are they happy at the Meadowlands that the Patriots won, because that means the Jets, if they could beat the Green Bay Packers, would be champs of the AFC East. If Miami had won, the Jets would be alive only for the wild card. So, Chad Pennington, how good did he play Sunday night against New England? Continuing to Lavernius Coles, he's ruled out of bounds, but they challenge.
And watch the catch by Lavernius Coles with his hands, and he grips it so he has a chance to get both feet in bounds. That is a great catch.
So a reversal on the challenge to the chagrin of Mike Sherman. Second quarter, but it's the same drive. Play fake Chad Pennington, Richie Anderson. Touchdown. J-E-T-S. Leads 7-0. Still in the second quarter. Coles, reverse. Boy, does he have wheels, Tom. 21 yards in a 7-3 Jets lead. Same drive now, 3rd and goal. Pennington to Wayne Raspberry Corbett. Touchdown. 14-3 Jets, under 2 minutes to go in the half. You know what Brett Favre is going to do, Tom. Last minute and a half to Javon Walker, but he drops it. Another 84 wouldn't have dropped it, would he?
No.
So 4th and 10. Favre goes back to Walker. This time the rookie makes the play. Spike it. He does it. 14 seconds left in the half. Favre. To Terry Glenn. How many times have you seen it, Favre? Money at the end of the half. 14-10 game. But Chad Pennington. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. Between 3 defenders to Lavernius Coles, 16 yards. Same drive. Pennington. Hit late by Hardy Har Nickerson. 15 yards. Tacked on. 2nd and 2 at the 5. Curtis, my favorite mark. Touchdown. 21-10 Jets. That's possession Jets. Curtis Martin. Right tackle. 19 yards. 3 plays later. Pennington. Martin. God, is he accurate. 28 yards. 3rd and 2. Swing to Santana Moss. He's got wheels. Touchdown. Jets.
And this is what the Jets are giving their coach, Herm Edwards, in every way, and it is effort. Here's Santana Moss just fighting his way into the end zone through 3 Green Bay Packers.
Brett Favre. Pass. Overthrown. Picked off by Sam Garnes. He's going to return it all the way to the Packer 31. Favre trying to get in there, but his linemen have to bring him down. And the Jets smelling blood. Up 28-10 early 4th. Swing. Corbett. Touchdown. 35-10. J-E-T-S. Jets. Even Vinny got in. You know they were up big. Pennington leading the cheers. Lamont Jordan gets the handoff, 42-17. Tears on a tough guy, Kevin Mawai. Herm Edwards' team was 1-4 heading into the bye week. They made all the changes. Pennington and the youngsters. The Jets win 42-17. The Jets are champs of the AFC East. Sal Palantonio with the coach.
Herm, you came out here not knowing what you guys were going to do. What was the difference today?
Well, I think our guys didn't figure out when they told us our season was over with, we didn't believe anybody. And I think that's what's great about the National Football League. You just play and you just try to win a game. And that was our mindset from the beginning.
What can you say about the performance of your quarterback?
Well, he obviously had an outstanding game, but I thought the whole team did well. I thought the coaches did a great job of coaching and preparing them this week.
What are your thoughts about going into the playoffs? As the division champs.
Long time coming for the city of New York, obviously for Jet fans, and it's something that's well-deserved for this football team.
Thanks a lot, Herm. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay.
Prime time is Miller time.
This is how we put it down on NFL Primetime. Chris Berman, ABC duty. I'm Stuart Scott sitting in with him alongside Tom Jackson. Wild Card Saturday, and we got two teams that weren't here in the playoffs last year, the Colts and the Falcons, and two starting QBs that have never been here in the playoffs, Michael Vick and Chad Pennington.
It was a lesson in fundamentals today, running the football and turnovers. We had two great young quarterbacks play today. You have to guess who they were, and a little history thrown in just for, as you would say, flavor.
A little flavor, a little flavor. We start in the Meadowlands where the Jets met the Colts in the postseason for the first time since Joe Willie Namath guaranteed and delivered a Super Bowl III win way back in the day. Right now we got some close friends, Herm and Tony Dungy, best friends, former mentor and mentee. And Chad Pennington looked up to Peyton Manning when he grew up in Tennessee. First quarter, Pennington fakes one play to Richie Anderson. Peace. 56 yards. Longest pass play for the Jets this year. Longest scoring play for the Jets in the postseason in franchise history. TJ Breaker 19. We got a convoy here.
Stu, we're going to take another look, and we're going to point out three blockers, Anthony Beck, Kevin Mawai, and Randy Thomas, because the play was so well conceived. They didn't have to block anybody. Wayne Corbett was going to get one down the field, but those three guys could have fell down, and Richie Anderson's still going to get into the end zone.
Next Colts possession, Manning getting his hook on with the guy who had a record 143 catches. Marvin Harrison for 15, liked it so much, decided to get his vibe on with him again. But still, Marvin the day, only 4 catches, 47 yards. That sets up Mike Vanderjagt. 42-yard field goal, yank. That's a yank, pull, dead yank off the tee. Next Jets possession, Pennington. Buttery smooth to Santana Moss. Moss, 5 catches, 42 yards. TJ, Pennington admits he doesn't have the strongest arm.
But he has beautiful touch. You saw that throw right there. He's going to go right over the top of the defense. Look at the linebackers. He drops it into Wayne Corbett and allows his receivers yards after catch.
So John Hall, from almost the same point that Vanderjagt missed, Hall was like an easy 8-iron. 10-zip Jets. On the ensuing kickoff, Troy Walters, who bobbled the opening kickoff, almost fumbled the opening kickoff, succeeds in fumbling this one. Ray Mickens recovers on the Colt 39. That sets up Lamont Jordan. Half-zone player, 1 yard. Touchdown. Jordan, 102 yards, 89 in the second half. TJ, more on that play from you later. More on the Colts' confusion now.
You have to have some balance offensively. The Colts were unable to run the football here. Josh Evans going to take advantage of that. Forced the third down incompletion. Then Edgerrin James on 3rd down and 1. Second quarter, important down, stuffed for a 2 to 3 yard loss. Colts held to 64 total yards in the first half.
Ouch! 134 left, 17-zip Jets. Curtis Martin, 8 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Kid has 11 tough yards, 15 carries, 67 yards on the day. That set up Pennington off the meter to Santana Moss. 7 touchdown passes for Chad the last 2 weeks. Santana Moss textbook.
Yeah, you take a look at the catch, then you freeze your feet in bounds. This is textbook, Stu. There the catch, he's got it. With his hands, he freezes his feet. We're going to take one more look. Walt Harris is the corner. Jason Dorian is the safety. Walt Harris leaves his man on an outside release. Tremendous hit on Anthony Beck right at the line of scrimmage, but Moss has the ball at the back of the end zone.
Yeah, great hit, but you let the guy score. Final play of the first half, Manning looking for the Hail Mary, forced to scramble. Peyton scrambling is not what the Colts want, is it? I mean, he's a man, but he looks like Moe and Curly back there. Only sack of the day for the Jets, but it was huge. Second half kickoff, Chad Morton. Remember, kid took 2 kickoffs back in week 1. Peace. Y'all ain't gonna let him go, are you? He doesn't go all the way, but he gets to the 19-yard line. That set up a field goal, 27 zip Jets. Later in the third, Pennington to Corbett, sack. So smooth. Chad, 19 of 25, 222 yards. 3 plays later, Pennington to Moss. He completed those 19 passes to 9 different receivers. TJ, it looked almost effortless.
You watch him throw the football, and this pass to Chris Baker for a 3-yard touchdown, almost an exact duplicate of the one he threw to Santana Moss, and certainly Chris Baker just as open.
That made it 34-0 Jets. Fourth quarter, Manning pumps, throws down the sideline, and Damian Robinson has it. One probably plays for the other team, and Kyle Turley does not play for the Colts. Manning 14 of 31, 137 yards, 2 interceptions, another embrace by the friends, but the mentee beats the mentor. Jets win it 41-0. Joe Namath has morphed into Chad Pennington. Matt Snell has morphed into Curtis Martin. Don Maynard morphed into Lavernius Coles and Santana Moss and Wayne Corbett. The Jets beat the Colts again. The last 3 games, the Jets outscored their opponents 113-34. Colts get nothing. Defense, no picks the last 5 games. After the game, Sal caught up with a very happy group of Jets.
Herm, you just won your first playoff game in really dominating fashion. How did you do it?
Well, I just think our guys kept believing. You know, we didn't anticipate a score like this, but we got on a roll, and this team has a lot of will. And we talked about that, Friday night about our will and what it took to win games like this, and our will prevailed today.
Your quarterback, Chad Pennington, just beat 3 pretty good quarterbacks in succession. Tom Brady, Brett Favre, and Peyton Manning. What has been the difference for your young quarterback?
Well, I just think it's poise and everyone playing well on both sides of the football. And you need to do that at the end of the year. We've been real fortunate. We've caught some breaks at the end, but we won some games we needed to win, and that's probably the best thing.
This is a great special moment, especially for Jet fans and our players and our organization. We're taking it to the next level, and that's what we're concentrated on, take it to the next level and play for championships.
What can you say about your young quarterback, Chad Pennington, his performance this game in the last 3 weeks?
I can't say enough about the guy. He's been a student in the game. He's sat in the shadows for maybe 3 years, waiting for his opportunity to come, and it came, and he's taking advantage of it.
Is this a Super Bowl team?
Hopefully.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Stu.
Sal, thanks a lot. Talking about setting a record. Ooh, they come close. Kinda. I mean, it's not 73-0, but the Jets tie the Giants for the second largest postseason shutout win ever. And remember, the Jets do this on the same field that the Giants laid a 41-0 whipping on the Vikings a couple of years ago. Colts left to lick their wounds, and as Boom would say, what?
We obviously have some work to do, but we can't let this one performance put us so far in the tank we don't come out of it. We got to use it as motivation to understand, the work that we have to get done next year. But it was a big disappointment for all of us, and we've got to grow from that.
If you win this one and lose next week, I don't think you're going to feel necessarily any better. Only one team's going to go home happy, and that's the Super Bowl champions. So that's a place we hope to be somewhere, sometime. But obviously, it's not going to be this year. So obviously, it'll make it a longer off season when you have a loss like that. But I think we got it handed to us pretty good today by the Jets. But we'll try to learn from it, and we will be back. I will be back, and that's all we can say at this point.
Tommy, the last 3 games, Chad Pennington's biggest games of his life, of his career, of this season for the Jets, 59 for 82, 10 touchdown passes, no picks, over 700 yards passing. How does this team dominate so consistent?
Well, they're certainly a well-coached football team, but Chad Pennington raises the level of everybody's play on the football team. He started 13 football games. In those 13 games, they've had only 8 turnovers total. In 8 of those games, they've had no turnovers. That includes today. I think when you look at this football game, it was as close to a perfectly played game as you can have. They had no fumbles. They had no interceptions. They returned 1 kick during the day. They returned it for 70 yards. The offensive line did a great job. They ran the football 42 times for 180 yards. They had great balance. They won all areas. They won the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Again, as close to a perfect game as I've seen played, and Chad Pennington is quite a player.
Pennington passing, check. Running game, check.
Everything.
Defense, check. What is it that the average fan doesn't see that they do well?
Well, anytime everybody's playing that well in the skilled areas, you know that the offensive line is doing their job. And we took a close look at that today. We wanted to know what's going on at the line of scrimmage. The first play we're going to take a look at, Dave Zott and Randy Thomas, the guards on this football team, going to open up a nice hole for Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin had a pretty good day, 67 yards, but the guy who went over 100 was Lamont Jordan. Lamont Jordan here outside. Dave Zott going to pancake Sam Sword out there to get him outside for that 1-yard touchdown. Look at the perfectly formed pocket for Chad Pennington to deliver the ball to Lavernius Coles, and then this was such a beautiful play. First, the play fake that held guys at the line of scrimmage, but look how much confidence he has in that offensive line, turning his back to the line, knowing that he's going to have time, and then immediately dumping the ball off. A lot of times you see guys caught outside.
We go inside the numbers to check out Tony Dungy, and his last 4 postseason games, he's been outscored by a combined score of 104-18. And in those 4 losses, his teams have scored no touchdowns. He's a great coach and a great guy. His teams are not getting into the end zone in the postseason.
So did my game ball winner, Stu. It goes to Chad Pennington, 19-25. You said it. He hit 9 different receivers. He is the dominant quarterback in the league right now.
On the team that's playing the most
dominant football. The team
is
the dominant team in the league right now.
Here we go. Oh, and you know what's there when the Raider fans come. Tom, that Rich Gannon? No, wait a minute. There he is, the MVP, with good reason. And the Jets coming off their 41-0 shellacking of the Colts, figuring let's open it up on offense. But the Raiders had some other plans. Travian Smith gets to Chad Pennington. It's a fumble. And Smith makes the hit and falls on it himself.
Boom, this is a tremendous play by Travian Smith. First, he knocks the ball loose. Then he knocks Chad Pennington out of the way. Then watch him climb over Chad and 3 of his own players and teammates, including Bill Romanowski, to go recover the fumble. That's an outstanding play.
So a little razzle-dazzle Raiders, 3-3 game late first quarter. And once every 2 years, Charlie Gunner fumbles it, but which is never. And Frank Middleton, though, falls on it for get it. To Pete Bannon. No, it's John Ritchie for 14 yards. Same drive, second quarter, and he's murdered from the 1, Tom.
This is the best 1-yard runner I've ever seen.
Zach Crockett, king of the Wild Frontier, 10-3 to Raiders. Young Chad Pennington's been the talk of New York. Throws to Wayne Corbett. He is drilled by Charles Woodson. Woodson, he and James playing with plates in their legs at corner. Corbett down, but came back later in the game. So the Jets have Pennington to Lavernius Coles, and watch Torrey James make the play to deflect it. But same drive, Pennington, the Gerald Soul. He's a soul man. And we're tied at 10 here late in the first half. Now, Pennington, early moments, third quarter to Santana Moss. Ball is complete. It's a key series right here, Tom.
Yeah, and you watch this play. You watch Woodson. He seems to be making a lot of contact with Santana Moss. There's no call for the Jets right there. You can see that Santana Moss pretty upset, but they don't get the penalty.
And the very next play, Coles, could he have put his hand up? Wait, maybe he should have thought about it. Intercepted by Torrey James on the overthrow, Tom.
And it looks like Lavernius thought the ball's going to go out of bounds, but what a great job by James keeping his feet in bounds.
So no call, then interception, and Gannon to Timmy Brown for 16. Next play, the guy you don't hear as much about except if you're a defensive coordinator trying to scout the Raiders, Jerry Porter. Woo! How good was that throw? Woo! 29 yards, 17-10. Then ensuing Jets possession, 2nd and 3. Pennington And at this point, he looked like a different guy, didn't he, in the second half?
I thought he started to get rattled right about now in the third quarter as it went on. You saw these overthrows. You saw him missing his target, and we're so used to him being an accurate quarterback.
He's young, he's human, 1 for 8 in the third quarter. Meanwhile, pump fake Gannon. Here's Porter. Seam, then makes the turn. Look at him try to outrun 3 Jets. It's a 50-yard pickup. Same drive now, but we're fourth quarter, 3rd and 4 at the 9, and he's 40 years young. Jerry Rice, he could be going to yet another Super Bowl at the age of 40. Jerry Rice, what he did was his 21st career postseason touchdown. More on that in a moment. Fumble, Richie Anderson. Phil Romanowski from
Vernon, Connecticut.
Picks it up, and what a big pickup he's been for the Raiders. Herm Edwards' nose doesn't look good. However, back and forth. Playing way back, Damien Robinson shoots through and makes the interception. But then, Pennington, it's like, I can do anything you can do better, I guess. Eric Barton with the pick. And as Herm watches on, Tyrone Wheatley dusted off.
Tyrone Wheatley for 24 yards. I don't know if we've seen that kind of burst during the entire course of the season, but what a time for the Raiders to see it as they move on.
Janikowski shoots one through to make it 27-10, and then Pennington overthrows. But just, you know what? It was going to happen eventually. Give the Raiders the credit for their D. And a 20-0 second half for the Oakland Raiders means they're 1 step away from going to their first Super Bowl since they won it in 1983. They beat the Jets 30-10. After the game, Andrea Kramer with the league MVP, Rich Gannon.
Well, we felt we were a little flat. You know, we're disappointed going into halftime 10-10. We wanted to stay aggressive and felt like we were a little bit more aggressive in the second half.
2 years ago, you guys had home field advantage, but you couldn't capitalize and make it to the Super Bowl. What will be the difference against the Titans next week?
I tell you what, it's a different football team than 2 years ago, obviously, and unfortunately for us, the Tennessee Titans come in are a different football team than when we played them earlier in the season. So we just got to play smart, protect the football, and like I said, defense continue to play the way they are. I feel like we have a good chance.
All right, Rich, thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Rich. That was 52-25 Raiders over Titans earlier. More on that in a moment. But look at this. The left-hand column is what you need to know. I know he has more TDs than anybody regularly, but in the playoffs, usually the running backs are the guys that get the TDs. So Jerry Rice, the most in playoff history, tying him with Emmett and Thermal Thomas, 21 TDs in the postseason. After the game on the Jets side, Chad Pennington learned a lot.
Can't explain it. That's why it's so frustrating, because obviously I didn't feel like I was myself out there at all, and why, I don't know. And that's frustrating for me because my teammates, I mean, they played hard, and they played hard all year, and especially the veterans, been able to fight through a bunch of things, and to get to this point, it's very disappointing for me to not at least help put our team in a position to